AI is not perfect yet. Hallucination, I just mentioned it. Great example. A professor in the US, a biology professor, set a task to his class, asked them to come back, and he said, in your study, I'd like you to reference hawks and their study on evolution. So he got back his assignments, and then he said it was really amazing to see that one of my team, had referenced hawks and had a quote from a study created, and it turned out hawks was his dog, and it was completely made up. And he said, here's me and hawks having coffee together. So it just illustrates, if AI doesn't know something, it will make it up. So just, have that in the back of your mind. Echo chamber effect. So this, talks about the fact that when we all create our bubble. So you'll see this yourself when you're using social media. You'll see, if you look at something you interact with, the algorithm will favor that, and that's what you'll be delivered. And you kind of, all biases will be reinforced. If you shop at a particular brand, that's what you're going to see. Phones listen to us. I was telling someone last night, I was talking about going skiing. All I'm seeing in my feed at the minute is skiing accessories, and I'm a sucker for these things. So I know I'll be buying them, but you just see your own universe, which can have big problems. LLM-driven pollution. So this is where we have overuse, misuse of information. A great example I had recently, I bought a pair of slippers for my cousin. They were funny slippers. They were shark slippers. And they were like these cool ones where you take the soft, fluffy bits out. And she's a female, size 6 in the UK. And I messaged her, I said, did you get the slippers? And she said, really weird. She said, I opened up this packet and these little baby slippers were in there. And she sent me a picture, and these tiny little slippers. So I went back and checked the advert, and it said women's slippers. And then I looked at the company, and they just had loads of adverts which were just the same across the board. And I messaged them, and they said, we don't actually do women's slippers. So I think what they've done is they just created these adverts and just basically homogenized the process across the board. And so this is an issue. You get the same stuff just regurgitated over and over again. And AI has no common sense. So we've all seen this. You'll buy something, and you could buy something for an occasion, then you get delivered that, like, oh, have you considered looking at this, like 2-3 months later? And you're like, it was birthday decorations, I don't need them again. And security risks. So this is a big problem. Fake profiles, fake information. This is something that AI is definitely being used for right now to try and combat.